Okay, let's get started here. Oh, nice. We got Bradamante start page. That's good. Also, let me turn up the volume here. Yes, it is time. Wait, is Bradamante out? Is that why that her screen's out? No, that was just coincidence. Is it? No. I was just because I thought normally when they do a start screen like that, they'll say, "Oh, listen," they talk about the person's lore. That person's out. Never mind. They would have got me too. They almost got me. All right, let's continue here. All right, let's get started with probably interludes. That's what it is. Okay. Let's go into Avalon LaFay. Oh yeah, today is gonna be a stream. Definitely be a stream today. Look at all these nodes. Oh my goodness. Also, we'll upgrade some units. Let's give. See if we have enough for Grail here. Nope, never mind. Let's go back here. Let's give. Let's see. Those are just all 5 stars. Okay. We give her a bit more, some more of these. It's okay. It's the quickest way to do it. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright, let's type out the queue. So we have... Look at other servants? In time. I had to find the right one. I can't just level all willy-nilly. Alright, let's go over here. I guess I could level up some of the summer units I have, right? I could do some of that. Alright, let's go over here to... Gonna do here. No, give me. No, give me. Here we go. Alright, let's see what you got. Let's see what we can find. Yeah. Alright, that's 1. Oh, there you are. Delante free to play. Alright, let's see. You changed your name, huh? What happened to Delante P2W? Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk with FGO? Get the other one. There's only this one though. Alright, okay, hold up. Let me go right here. That's 2. Talking about get the other one. There's only this one. No. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. That's the one I saw. Oh wait, I found you. I found you. I found you. 30K. 30K. There you go. Okay, here we go. Oh, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to click on that. All right, so let's see what you got. Let's see what you got here for the Archer Zone. All right. All right. Okay. Wu on FGO. Oh, and I did see FGO is collaborating with Honkai Star Rail as well. I saw they had Rin. I was like, oh, that's cool. All right, let me see. Let's do. Let us do. We can just do double Arcrit. Oh, double Arcrit here. Just for the funds. And we'll put her here too. Alright, that should be good. Dang, level 110 Arcrit, okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright. So we're about to go see Norwich get decimated, as told in the prophecy. Hey old man, how's that armor repair I asked you for coming along? All that, I finished it ages ago. Only took me 2 days to rehammer the whole thing. I know you've been taking good care of it, but it's time you put it to pasture. If I were you, I'd stop by the brass shop and choose a new set already. You roast apples here. Doesn't that make them hot? Wait, there's something on it. Something see-through and shiny. This is your first time in Norwich, good Sir Fang. This here is a new addition to the Count's menu. You won't find it anywhere in stuffy old Oxford. Here, have a taste if you don't believe me. Don't worry, this one's on the house. We're handing them out for free all over the commercial district. Oh, I'm getting comfortable. Dang, where's that chimney sweet fairy go? It's your job to go get rid of the soot. What have you been doing out here? Oh, come on, good sir human. What's the harm? The thing's gonna be falling on our heads soon enough. Once it does, it'll blow away all the soot away, along with the rest of your apartment building. That's not the point. Even when you know it's going to rain tomorrow, you still need to wash the windows, even when you know a storm is coming. You still need to keep the yard neat. Is that how it goes? Why? Because you never know when a new potential tenant might show up. You can't run a business while passing out opportunities for new clientele. Ah, I guess you're right about that. No wonder they call you the spring of the street. Guess there really is no beating a human when it comes to making money. Don't go die on me, old man. This is all you guys got done yesterday? You're not slacking off on me, are you? I tell you, everyone's been on edge since they heard Morgan's abandoned the city. Even the soldiers are all holed up in Springen's tower instead of making their patrols. Don't you guys see? This is a perfect opportunity. All we gotta do is borrow a little from the guys who won't ever notice this gone. The harbor's off limits, dang it. And just when Ferry Britain's first ocean liner is docked right there. They say Enomaru's construction is like nothing else. Do you want us to lose to the Count Cuddy's Sark? I'm sorry, but until the new lumber shipment comes in, there's nothing I can do. I wonder what Lord Springen's planning to do about this. It's so noisy. Right, welcome to Norwich, Fairy Britain's only port town. One of the laws passed during the era of the High Queen prohibited the construction of any new iron weapons. So for about 1900 years, there were no iron weapons made in Fairy Britain whatsoever. But Oberon, I thought that was you. You always do stand out. What the hell are you doing in Norwich? Haven't you seen the sky? Oh, you mean those rain clouds? Yes, I did think those were odd, since the rainy season is supposed to be over now. Okay. But it's going to take more than a few rain clouds to put a damper on Norwich, right, Knack? Besides, a good actor is never far from when there's fun to be had. Norwich is about to have a party of a lifetime, yes. Of course the Fairy King's not going to miss that. Ah, you got that right. You really are something else, Oberon. We scoundrels of Norwich knew we were asking for trouble when we broke the law and turned this town into a smithing city. Compared to the Queen's sheer might, the Calamity Pool is nothing. Thanks, Oberon. Make sure to come by the shop later. The wife's a big fan of yours, you know. Dang, who was that Earth Clan fairy? He had one hell of an aura about him. How long he's been working for the Forge? Gotta be more than 200 or 300 years. I know what you mean. Knack, was it? He had the same incredible, obstinate aura as you do. That ain't what I was talking about. If you're curious about Knack, I can tell you. I can take you to his smithy later. I believe he's a low-class fairy who's been around for 400 years, so he knows pretty much everything about the history of smithing in Fairy Britain. You could say he got a knack for it. 400 years, even though he's a low-class fairy, it's because his purpose hasn't changed. He's still just as capable as smith as ever. Now where was I? Alright. 100 years ago, Springen led Norwich to greater prosperity by rolling back the no iron weapons law. The law was originally passed because iron weapons are dangerous to fairies, and having more of them in circulation would inevitably result in more homicides or fairycides. But then, between the northern fairies' suspicious activity, the rise in the number of Moors, and above all the developments in human technology, it's clear the fairy folk would need to rely on iron again. Spring was able to convince the Queen of the necessity, and she relented. Ever since, Norwich went from being a city of fairies to a city where the laws of smithing come first, so it became like Detroit, the Steel City. While Salisbury is the only city that grants humans their freedom under Fairy Britain rules. All are equal under the laws of Artistry and Norwich. Here, while some fairies still have human slaves, others respect humans for their skills at smithing. In fact, there are even some human merchants who are so respected that they have a steady pool of fairy labor they regularly exploit. You mean there are human company owners slave driving fairies employees here? That's right. You won't find their stores on Main Street though. They're more under the counter outfits. Fairies are pure by nature, which also makes them gullible. There is no end of fairies here who are worked to the point of dying from exhaustion. And they don't even have one more pound to show for it. Suffice it to say, Norwich is known for both its smithing and its loose morals. But then, that's just how it is for all human cities, isn't it? Nice shiny storefronts next to filthy back alleys. And Springen, the head of the Earth Clan and lord of this city, has been at all shy about promoting those kinds of ventures. Sometimes it even feels as though he's trying to turn Norwich into a human city. A human city, huh? So is the fact that there's a calamity pool in the sky here now kind of a judgment on Norwich? Like, is it just a nature way of punishing the city for its misdeed or something? Of course not. There's a good and bad in any city. Norwich is hardly special in that case, in that sense. It's winding up the side of the next calamity. It's just coincidence, really. Oh, he's downplaying it. He's not gonna tell the whole truth. Oh, there is some stuff gonna go down here because of the child of prophecies here. You know, since it looks like we still have some time, why don't we split up for a while? Go visit whatever part of the city interests you. After all, we're trying to save the city from the calamity pool that's hanging right above it. Getting to know it on your own terms before you set about defending it can be a good thing. Sounds like a plan to me. Besides, I was just thinking I could use some more information on that giant rain cloud calamity pool. Will you come with me, Paragon? Of course. I think I'd like to visit Knack's smithy. I could use a good blacksmith to make a magecraft item I've been waiting to try out. I'll go with you then. I'm curious to see what fairy smithy looks like. Besides, I'm your bodyguard. So smithy, huh? I guess I'd only get in the way if I went along too. In that case, how about sampling the local delicacies with me while we look for a place to stay? Really? That sounds great. I'm with you, Oberon. Then it's settled. We'll meet up back here on the street around lunchtime. Oh, and while Paragon shouldn't draw much attention while walking around on his own here, I still appreciate you looking out for him in case any of the guards decide to question him, Da Vinci. Don't worry, if that happens, I'll just pretend I'm Paragon's big sister. Okay, Norwich, sightseeing sounds good and all, but first, there are two other things that we need to take care of. First, we need to find out everything we can about that dark cloud, the calamity pool hanging above our heads. This includes what kind of harm it's doing now, what kind of harm it's expected to do later, whether it's even possible for us to get rid of it, that sort of thing. And the other thing is finding out anything we can learn about Mash's whereabouts. I guess that's the one that went without saying, huh? Okay, let's start with the stores over on Main Street. We don't have a lot of time, so let's just get in there, ask any questions as we can, and no matter how weird they look at us. Just go in there, start asking questions. A human girl in black armor. I see humans in every day since the Round Table Army comes here to buy supplies. But I've never seen a girl with black armor among them. She does kind of sound familiar though. But hey, never mind that. Now that you're here, why not buy some news about the child of prophecy? Okay, so they're selling information. I've got a story about her battle with Gawain at the Western Ranch. Another about her battle with Tristan and Gloucester. They're both good, trust me, but if you want to know more, you have to cough up the moral pounds. We know for sure the child prophecy has shown up now. I bet she could even get rid of the calamity pool if she even ever decides to come to Norwich. Do you want to know what kind of problems we've had since the calamity pool showed up? Ain't it obvious? The dang weather. It's dark, it's windy, and everybody's on edge. Even when you think it's finally gonna start raining, it never does. At first we were all afraid it was gonna rain Moors on us. Or something, but now everything's business as usual. Nobody has any idea what might happen if the calamity pool ever does come crashing down on us. I can promise nobody's ever thought about how we might get rid of it. Morgan's always managed to do something about them when they sprung up in the past. But since she declared she was going to leave Norwich to its fate, we can't even count on that this time. Although, now that you mention it, it is strange. How did the Queen get rid of the Calamity Pool before? A human girl wearing black armor. Yes, of course I know about her. She's all the customers have been talking about. I don't know the details, but she's famous up in the north. Don't get in my face like that. You made me drop my fries. The fries? You really need to keep your servants under better control, Miss. Oh wait. Come to think of it, this was all the rage in Salisbury for a while, wasn't it? Buying human from a ranch while they're still young and raising them like they're your adopted child. They say free-range humans like that can grow up much better than the ones from a ranch. Oh no, sorry, no, I'm human too, so I don't know anything more about the calamities than you do. I've never seen one before. They say a calamity shows up every 100 years, and every 1,000 years there's a great calamity. But we're well past 2,000s of year, Queen's era, right? Yo, what up, Eric? How you doing? So everyone's in town's afraid it's finally gonna happen. My wife's so anxious that she can't even help me out in the shop anymore. Every morning she blinds herself. Then when her eyes have healed the next morning, she does it again. Oh, it's going well here. I got nice and chill again, you know, it's no longer hot. So that's a nice change of pace. Why don't we just leave Norwich if we're that scared? Believe me, I've considered it. But there's a reason we can't just pick up and leave. Just between you and me. On second thought, never mind. I don't need springing soldiers catching wind of this and breaking down my door. Right now in the story, we're like at Norwich, and for Oberon, things are going as planned. As previously in the previous stream, he stated that I won't tell anyone about MASH. I mean, sorry, not MASH. Alteria, Castoria being the downfall of the town if she's there. So it's business as usual. I'm sorry, but would you mind going somewhere else now? My wife is scared enough as it is. Well, I guess that's about what we should have expected. If there was something people could do about the calamity pool, of course they'd already be doing it. At least we learned a bit about MASH. That's true. Before nobody had heard of her. Now, we're at least getting glimmers of recognition. We'll have to do some more digging in the afternoon. Who knows? Maybe MASH is a lot closer by than we're back. Knack's smithy was incredible. I bet he could make the kind of magecraft stuff I can't even describe. I bet he could do it easily too. Hey, that's a good idea. It'll be like Fairy Britain style vacuum installation. The only problem is how light we can make it. Since that Knack guy can handle alloy steel no problem, we might even be able to pull off stainless steel. You two must have a successful outing if you're already planning mischief together. We're back, and wow, Norwich's rest areas are amazing. They have this thing called a sauna that's really hot, but also really relaxing. And the fruit juice they gave us afterwards was maybe the best thing I've ever tasted. If we're going to spend the night here, we should stay at that inn. By the way, for blender, depending on what you have, I just saw this. There's something called stable gen. Stable gen, in case you ever want to do like, if you have you do like an image and then you transport it into a model, you can do that, and it's quite a hurdle to overcome. Glad you guys all enjoyed yourself. There's no rush to find a place to stay tonight, so let's worry about that later. So using, okay, cool. That's nice, man. I'm using, I actually have like 2 blenders installed. I have 4.5 and 5.1 because there's like some compatibility issues with other AI stuff. I'm afraid I don't have much to report. Donut tutorial? Oh yeah! I did see a meme on that. I gotta go find the meme to see if I could post it, because they were like, could they do it? And they did a pretty decent donut with it. Every conversation seemed to be complaints about Queen Morgans and hopes for the Child of Prophecy. You know, stuff like, I can't wait for the Child of Prophecy to get here. We give her our hero's welcome if she showed up. She must be an incredible fairy. I don't know what she looks like, but I bet I'd recognize her instantly. Blender on Steam? Oh, okay. I'm not sure which version that is. She must be stronger than Queen Morgans, more beautiful than Lancelot, more imposing than Gawain, and kinder than Tristan. Yeah, I would say the site one. That way, you have more customizability. I'll definitely go for the site. Is it blender.org, I think? If only they knew she was already here. Will you keep her voice down, Oberon? Oberon. Oh yeah. Just save. Luckily, those files, as long as you save them into a directory, 4.5 and 5.1, they can handle the same files. I put it on the what file type was that? It was a Blender extension. I can't remember what it was. I think it was called FBX. I think maybe it was FBX, like this. I think it's that one. At least we know the last part is true. Ah, you think so? Well, maybe. Tristan definitely didn't seem very kind at all. I'm not sure how to feel about there only being one area I can compete, though. Oh, no way. She's here. She's really here. Everyone, come quick. The Child of Prophecy is here. Oh, wait. I'm still not ready. You got the wrong fairy. No, wait. That's not true either. I know I might not quite look the part, but oh, it's fine. It's true. I am the child. I bet they're gonna walk right past her. She came here from Sheffield up north, though, through the impenetrable Oldvena. She disposed Bogart the tyrant, and now she's here to save Norwich too. It's her, the Child of Prophecy, in black armor. Yep, it's MASH. Good day, my beloved citizens of Norwich. Please settle down if you would. I was planning to announce this at the bell tower with the appropriate ceremony. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look up what extension I have. Now it's kind of, because I'm still thinking about it. Like, what was the extension? Looking. Looking again. Shoot, might as well open it. My computer, I think my computer can handle it. Oh, that's right, it always opens on a different monitor, which is the fun part. I'll go here. Oh, it's a .blend file. Okay, that's what it was. .blend. Okay. Who would have thought, right? I was planning to announce this at the bell tower with a more appropriate ceremony. But since you're all here now, I might as well take this this moment to introduce you. Indeed, this is the very night. Oh, this is the very knight who defeated the 3 Tan Lin at Sheffield, and who brought Bogart the banished to justice. This is the child of prophecy, Tamlin Galahad. Just look at all the magical energy. It really is the child of prophecy. But why is she with you, Springen? Isn't the child of prophecy High Queen's Morgan's enemy? It seems there's a bit misunderstanding. Her Majesty has never once called for the child of prophecy's death. If any of you should find her, you're to invite her to Camelot as a proper guest. Those are the High Queen's own words, delivered directly to myself and the fellow clan heads. That is why I went out to greet her last night upon her arrival from Odvina. And since I couldn't risk anything happening to our honored guest, I brought my elite soldiers with me to keep her safe. Oh, so I guess the child of prophecy is gonna be taken off to Camelot soon then. Oh no, not at all. High Queen Morgan never said anything about bringing her there immediately. Rest assured, my good people, I take my responsibilities as your elected clan leader very seriously. While I of course have the utmost respect and loyalty for High Queen Morgan, your safety is my top priority. Which is why I will be having Tamlin Galahad stay in my vault castle. Rest assured, the child of prophecy has come to Norwich. We need fear the calamity no longer. So please, my good people, relax and go about your business as usual. If the High Queen should have any complaints, I shall take full responsibility. That's the child of prophecy. Really? Huh. Have I just been doing wrong this whole time? Because that would be hugely embarrassing. Oh, she doesn't know. Of course not, Alteria. Please have more faith in yourself. I don't know what this Galahad person is, but she has to be either an imposter or the real deal. Right, Paragon? You've been traveling with Alteria all this. Paragon, why do you have a look as if time just stopped? Just so you know, I will stab you if you go over to the other child's side. That's what? That's MASH. That's MASH. Oh crap. Keep cool, Paragon. If you go into that plaza now. Oh, I'm surprised to see someone push through the crowd and climb up on stage while I'm giving a speech. You're not from Norwich, are you, human? If you were, you would know exactly what would happen if... Now, it's alright. He's just a human, no threat whatsoever. From the looks of you, you're not from Britain, are you? Then you must be the one barrel. Move aside, I'm not here for you. Oh, then who are you here for? You, of course, Mash. Mash, how do you know that name? I don't think we've ever met before. Alright, I went by that name in Sheffield, so I guess word must have spread. Yes, I'm Mash, Knight of Sheffield. I'm also known as the Child of Prophecy. Oh no, does that mean she lost her memories too? As Springen said, I came here to rid Norwich of the calamity. I can't promise I'll be completely successful, but I swear I'll fight as hard as I can. Any support you can offer would be greatly appreciated. Wonderful, just the sort of announcement I would expect to hear from the Child of Prophecy. My people should all be able to sleep much more easily tonight. Now then, we'd best be on our way. You can have him stand down now, guards. Yes, sir. Alright, that's enough from you. Consider yourself lucky you didn't get punched. Oh, wait, could I talk to him for just a little? I'm sorry, Tamlin Galahad, but we really must be getting back to the castle now. Here you are, a special carriage, fit for the Child of Prophecy, too. Oh, why are you crying, my dear? Is something wrong? Huh? Oh gosh, I am, aren't I? I'm not sure why either. I think this is the first time we've seen her cry. Some of Norwich soot must have gotten in your eyes. It happens all the time here. Now come, Child of Prophecy. You must be tired after your journey, and I can assure you that my castle is the safest place in all of Britain. Guards, keep an eye on that human. If you see him going anywhere alone, bring him in. Rough him up if you want. Just don't kill him. That boy's one of the High Queen's guests too. Having him in our custody can only give us more leverage. Oh, that was close for comfort. I can't believe you went right up to the Springen like that. He's the head of the Earth Clan and the Lord of Norwich. So that girl he had with him, who he claimed was the Child of Prophecy. You're saying that was MASH? Why? My thing is, why you guys just say, no, this is my unit, and you just take her back? He's like, nope, you're not going anywhere. Just casually step to him. You know, it's like, listen, this is not where it needs, how it should go down. Absolutely, at this distance, I could tell it was her. Though I don't know why she's calling herself the Child of Prophecy, or why she didn't react to Paragon. Wait, yes I do. It's the Nameless Woods. I managed to avoid losing my sense of self thanks to my unique memory capacity settings. But in Mash's case, there's a very high chance she's suffering from the same temporary amnesia Paragon and Ontaria had. But Paragon got his memories back pretty quickly, right? So why is the shield girl still missing hers? I'm not sure. Maybe she ended up gaining some kind of powerful position before she could remember who she really is. Until I get a chance to examine her myself, I can't say anything for sure. Still, at least we know she's alright. Yes, that's very true, Paragon. I was pretty taken aback to see people call her the Child of Prophecy. But aside from that, the fact that she's alive and here in Norwich is the best news we could have hoped for. Yep, Springen may have been beating us to the punch, but it also looks like he's giving her the royal treatment. So all we have to do is create an opportunity to talk to her, which should only be a matter of time. In the meantime, our current most pressing problem is, I know, our unexpected company. You there with a human, you're also suspected of criminal activity. Come with us, try to resist, and we'll execute your sentence here and now. Springen soldiers, what do we do, everyone? take them down, of course. Right, Paragon? Just in you know it. We're not letting them stop us now. I might have to set the settings to change it briefly, because when I opened up Blender was like, oh, you want to do this right now? And then it's just kind of like, it's kind of not agreeing with what occurred there. So let me see if I can do, let me see. Okay, let's get started here. Oh, Blender's it's a slight learning curve. The Jacqueline's following her. Oh yeah, it's like it's kind of coupled. Yeah, you gotta decouple it. But then the tricky part about that is that, like, actually no, you gotta couple them together, because if sometimes there's clipping, right? Sometimes you got this other thing going. So all depends on what you got there. Let's do this right here. Oh, that's right, I have it in farm mode. Let me take it off farm mode real quick.
やあやあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいのか？空想空言、天の鎖、道を示す。仰ぎなさい、星を覆う天外を。
Okay, let's see what we have here. We can do it again with this.
感じるといいさ。大きく遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい、インフォバーバロン。なだれた切り上げ。
Alright, this one we can just do this.
うかい？
館長さん、故郷道はこの城の随能月の城にようこそ。館長さん、故郷道はこの城の随能月の城にようこそ。
咲かせてあげるよ。
小さ
くいいとも。遊覧飛行というのかい？
集まりしびれ満足です。つい指も踊りました。
All right. Dang, that was all one small mini node. Well, let me fix this audio thing too right now. Fixing it right now. Yep, let's install that update. Alright, it's going. Right? So, oh, that was kind of loud. It fixed. Dang, how? Here comes another wave from a square around Paragon. Form a square around Paragon. Don't get caught out alone, or they'll pick us off one at a time. Right. That makes sense. They're definitely stronger than I am. I'll say, they might not be as bad as the soldiers in Olympus, but it's still ridiculously tough. Guess that's varies for you. Okay, let me try the flash bomb spell. Alright, I used it up at max. Even more of them? Good, those MPs must have heard of commotion. You there, cut off their escape route. It's over for you. Prepare to feel the wrath of Lord Spirit, huh? You're right, it is over for you. This area belongs to the Norwich Merchants Association. Lord Spring's private soldiers have no authority here. You're the ones breaking the law. Why you? Who do you think you are? What firm do you belong to, huh? We're part of provisional militia formed by every firm that was reinstated to help deal with the calamity pool. Our financier is the Count. Need I say more? You got the Count backing you? Ah, dang it. Fine. We'll take our leave for now, but this isn't over, MP. Mark my words. It's great that they took their injured and left, but yeah, you guys are Norwich soldiers too, right? Why do you help us? We don't know why we were given those orders either. All we know is that you and you, me, and me. That's right. The Count asked us to extend you an invitation to his mansion. And any friends of the Count is a friends of ours. We hope you'll pay him a visit if you have the time. He said he would like to give you all a special welcome as the true saviors of Norwich. Oh, the Count knows, and I can assure you, Count Pepperone is a man of his word. Huh? Count Pepperone? Is that Pepe? It's not Count Pepe, huh? It is Pepe. Of course it was me, hon. Oh, long time no see, Paragon. Ah, another night call. I know how you must feel, but please, no weapons. Oh my, what's this now? You're already paling around with my 2 new cuties since the last time I saw you. My goodness, fate just loves you, huh, hon? Now, you got local girls fawning all over you, as well as Mashy. Or, if it isn't Pepperonci, you really made a name for yourself here, huh? I almost didn't reckon... Oh, what am I saying? I'm not some starving crow. Of course I'd recognize you. Only difference is, you're seething even more now. Huh, you know this man too, Muramasa? Maybe you can introduce me then. So he got Muramasi's and another beautiful man with him too. Who is that wonder? Who is that, I wonder? I'm sorry. I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Count Pepperone, the fabulous, charismatic designer who ride in Britain like a comet, and built a brand to rival the Knocker Company in only a month. Hope we can let bygones be bygones and focus on here and now, Muramasa. Oh, and you are... I see. You're Count Pepperone. It's an honor to meet you. I'm Oberon the Fairy King, a servant on proper human history side. Oh my, Oberon, from A Midsummer's Night Dream? Oh, how wonderful. You're just like I always imagined you. I think you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Just look at how similar our names are. Pepperon, Oberon. It's like we got talent running in our veins. Do you really know this person, Paragon? He doesn't seem like an ordinary man in multiple ways. I have my suspicions about him too, but Pep is definitely human. Ah, what an honor to know you trust me so much, Paragon. Okay, I'll start with my story. After all, I'm sure you must be on the edge of your seats, wondering why I'm here in Fairy Britain, and how I came into possession of such a fabulous mansion. Not really, no. It's like, yeah, we don't care about the mansion. You came here to kill Beryl in revenge for what he did to Cristadia. Oh, is that what it is? You have arrived at a month or two ahead of us, around the time we were dealing with Limbo's nonsense. I knew we shouldn't have taken a detour to Limbo. Then you used your knowledge of proper human history to give yourself an edge as a designer. And now you're high on your own success and have everyone calling you Count Pepperon. Sound about right, Paragon? I don't think I've seen Da Vinci so furious. Well, thanks for stealing my thunder there, Da Vinci. You're a huge help. I'm surprised you nailed the barrel angle too. Do I really seem the caring type? I guess I do. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Well gosh, all the trust you have in me is going to make life hard for me as a crypter. Oh, you're still counting yourself as one of those? Cristadia already cut ties with the foreign god, or rather, showed he was never really on her side to begin with. Oh, and since you were always on Cristadia's side, I thought you'd given up being a crypter back at Olympus. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Besides, David's still out there. That's right, and it's not like the contract's over. The contract can mean like you can still potentially die from the contract. Anyway, this is a whole other thing. I'm not doing this for Woodeem. I'm doing it for me. As a member of Team A, I feel it's my duty to tie up all those loose ends. On another note, how was your battle with Woodeem, Paragon? Oh, he wasn't too bad. Was it fun or was it grueling? Both. It was a really intense fight. I see. Okay, now I want to hear all about you guys. What can you tell me about the current situation in Chaldea? I see, so there's another threat to the world besides the bleached Earth phenomenon. And you come here to stop this collapse. Yup, that tracks. Not really the kind of thing you can just turn your back on. Sounds like things didn't go well after you made the land, though, so that's why Mashi isn't here with you. Paragon, Mash, and I ended up taking different routes out of the Nameless Woods. Okay, yeah! I'll check it out right after stream to see it. Mash somehow ended up in the north, and some of the fairies think she's the child of prophecy. Now, do you know anything about how that happened, Count Pepperon? No, I don't. I didn't even know people thought Mashi was the child of prophecy until you told me. But I do know she's definitely not the child of prophecy. For the one thing, she's not even a fairy. Exactly. The only real child of prophecy is Alteria. Except no substitutes. I don't think you need to be that insistent about it, Gareth. No, she's right. You are the child of prophecy. You did come here with Paragon. The handle? Yeah, a cup is cup, you know. As long as it hold liquid, it'd be a solid cup. I've heard Einzel's prophecy too. You got the staff of selection and you're traveling with a visitor from a foreign land. That's right. That there says it all. You're this land's savior, no doubt about it. And if that happens, then you match the prophecy perfectly. Wasn't enough, there's also your soul's aura. That alone tells me everything I need to know. So chin up, Alteria. You're stronger than you think. Oh, thank you, Count Pepperon. That said, are you sure it's a good idea to talk about proper human history in front of Alteria and Gareth? Or does Chaldea just not care about secrecy like that? They used to. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't know about it going kaput after all is said and done. Well, now I'm a little curious about that cup. Oh, that's a solid cup. Yeah. That could definitely go in Skyrim. I can see that one. Maybe put some liquid in there, some hot tea, make it steam a bit. Get some physics going. Alright, let's go right here. I know Gordy's definitely not going to be happy about this when he finds out. But our master insisted on at least coming clean about our objectives. But oh my, how decent of you. But aren't you worried that my arouse suspicion? These fairies will think you're crazy if you go around talking about proper human history here, you know. Oh yeah. One thing I should say that to avoid is the it's called dream textures. It's it used to be supported, but now hasn't been supported like in 2 years. So dream textures is like you can steer clear of that one. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. We have no idea what he's talking about anyway. Likewise. But that's okay. Whatever it is he's trying to do here, we can tell it means a lot to him. Oh my, what wonderful companions you have. You're so very, very lucky. I'm jealous even. Yeah. The world's full of strong people. Smart ones too. But the only way you get dependable friends like that is to live a life of integrity. The only friends I attract are just as selfish as I am. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. It's through trial and error. That's not true, Count. Those soldiers who brought us here didn't just respect you for your money. They genuinely trusted you. You're not nearly as awful a person as you make yourself out to be. You think so? Okay, moving right along. Count, do you mind if I ask you something? Yeah, get like a whole, and then before you know it, you'll be modeling a dining table, and then like a whole, you'll make it like a small little, a mini like corner, right? Not at all, hon. I'm always thrilled to answer any question that Prince Charming like yourself might have for me. We need to know more about what's going on with Norwich and Springen. Why aren't the fairies who live here evacuating? What does Springen plan to do when the calamity finally hits? Can you tell us anything on either subject? Oh, that's easy, Oberon. One reason the Norwich fairies aren't evacuating is because they don't fear death as much as we do. But the biggest has to do with their jobs in the land. You already know how much fairies care about their purpose, right? Well, for the fairies of Norwich, their purpose is their job, so if they can't just give up and look for another. On top of that, they're also being held back by psychological shackles. You see, Springen actually sold Norwich land right before those dark clouds showed up above it. You see, back when he stole Norwich out from under the previous lord, Bargart. And this is why he wanted to get it back, but he died, unfortunately. Bargart and all the fairies who own land here were banished to the north. And Springen claimed all this land for himself. For a long time, every smith in Norwich rented the land they needed to ply their trade. But now, at long last, the land was put up for sale, and the fairies all worked together to buy it for themselves. That includes Fairy Springen. The Fairy Springen has been exploiting all this time. And fairies who sold everything they had so they could finally afford their own land. Things were much happier in Norwich after that, but then the calamity pool showed up in the sky. So these fairies won't leave Norwich because they finally have their own land here, huh? I believe it. To a smith, their forge is more important than their life. They could never leave it, no matter how scared they might be of this calamity pool. Is that why you put your security detail together? Because you didn't think Springen soldiers alone would be enough? No, Springen's army has no intention of keeping Norwich safe. If anything, he wants the calamity to get here. I expect he'd like nothing better than if he got rid of all the fairies and buildings for him. Why is that? Well, Springen never meant to give up this land. He knew the calamity should be coming. It's right there in the prophecy after all. The part about disaster befalling a city of iron and soot. Oh, that explains why that salesman in the first note was like, listen, just because there's going to be a disaster doesn't mean you shouldn't clean the window or mow the lawn, you know. But the guy's like, that's how he got his hustle on, you know. He was like, you know, I know it's going to get blown up, but, you know, you still got to do this. In which case, I would have been like, nah, forget about it. So first, he sold the land to the fairies at a high price. And then once the calamity comes and effectively leaves all Norwich vacant, he'll buy it back for a steal. Norwich inheritance tax is stupidly expensive. The next generation fairies could never hope to pay it. This way, Springen gets both the money from the land and the rights to redevelop it however he likes. Two birds, one stone, and he doesn't even have to throw it himself. The only other place you'd find a fairy that devious is proper human history. Are you kidding? That's even more horrible than anything any fairy in proper human history's done. I knew Spring was shameless, but I had no idea he was that awful. So that's why the fairies here are still living their lives as usual. No, it's not that. They don't have any other choice. After all, if they left here, they'd be broke and unable to pay next year's existence tax. I knew it was strange. Why were there still fairies who cared about the well-being of their human servants here? The calamity will kill humans too. Now I see. Those fairies probably want to run away, but they can't bring themselves to actually do it. Hold on. You said Spring has no intention of keeping Norwich safe, right? So then, what if he tries to do something to Mash? Oh, you don't have to worry about her. She had as much magical energy as a Tamlin. There's no way Spring could ever do anything to stop her. At best, he can just stall her by entertaining her in his castle. Same reason why Burl and the other Tamlin could not take out Mash. No, the real problem is we no longer have any way to see her again. Oh, right. If Springen only cares about saving his own inner circle, he never let the Child of Prophecy leave the castle. The second he let her talk to the fairies in town, Mash figured out what's really going on. If Mash won't come to us, we'll just have to go to her. I wouldn't recommend that. Springen's castle is the most heavily guarded place in all of Britain. It's commonly known as the Vol's Castle, and it's like Springen's antisocial personality come to architectural life. If they hold up in there, not even the Tamlin would have an easy time breaking her out. I know there's nothing you can do about it now, but you really shouldn't have let Mashy go with him. The only way you will be able to see her again now is if she leaves the castle of her own accord. So we just gotta like convince her out somehow, like throw a signal to come on out. Alright, force story fight. Alright, so let's see. I wonder... Wait, this is just a loop. Alright, let's just do this. I forgot, she's not 10, 10, 10. Oh, goodness. Alright, we're good though. Checking. I wonder if, hold on, let me try this. Alright. Nope, it still doesn't. I was just curious about the audio, because the audio I see looks like it's jumping along with the other one, but that's okay. Unlucky. At least we have some of these moves.
妖精がなんだってんだ。やることは変わらねえよ。さて。折れんなよ。
そっち。
あの辺りか。神髄解明、完成ルール収束、鍛造技法臨界。これが俺のつぶかい村正だ。
And we just used Gareth to take out one of them?
結構素早いので結構褒め状なので自分でもよくわからないのですがそっち
先行く。
参ります。まっすぐ
先、あの辺りか。そこに至るはあまたの研鑽。気づきに気づいた刀塚。八重垣作るは戦士の刃。知ったら成仏していきな。
鐘の音が聞こえる。
Okay, that's that. Now I have a much better idea of what you're all capable of. Whoa, so those are the famous Norwich treasure golems I've heard so much about. They really do run on pixie dust. So this is why Pepe brought us out to these mountains. I was wondering what you were going on about when you suddenly asked if we wanted to exercise. But not only did those things turn out to be pushovers, they were loaded with treasure. Is it okay if we keep these spoils of war for ourselves? It is okay for us if we keep these spoils of war, right, Count? Of course, the Child of Prophecies party has got to live in style. I know, right? Thanks, Count. Come on, Alteria, Paragon. Let's go back to Norwich and spend some of this money. I heard they have a wakame flavored gelato here, and that's to die for. I guess it makes sense a port town would have used seaweed in its cuisine. I think I'll pass for now, or at least until Muramasa taste tests it for me. Huh, wakame flavored sweets? What, do they sprinkle sugar or seaweed or something? I mean, I ain't gonna turn it down. I'd rather just have plain old gelato. Huh. Looks like all the tension that we're building when we first heard what the deal was in Norwich had eased very away nicely. I'm impressed, Count. You found a way to help us relax and get a handle on our abilities all at once. Who, me? I was just pawning off some grunt work. You guys saved me the trouble of taking out those golems myself. You really shouldn't be so quick to trust me, Da Vinci. Like I said, I'm still a cryptor. Once this business with Barrel's taken care of, I'm going right back to being your enemy. A cryptor, huh? Your real name was Mirenji Aro, right? According to Kalia's database, you were doing dirty work for the Mage Association when Marsbury discovered you. Then he assigned you to Kalia after transferring you to the astromancy department. That all lines up with what you told us in India too, but that as far back as your record goes. Since you helped us out both in India and Olympus, and it looks like you're going to help us here too. Would it be too presumptuous to say I consider you an ally, and I love I'd love to know what really makes you tick. Oh wow, that hit me like a bolt of lightning, hon. You really are a genius to come up with a line like that. Really? Was it that good? I never hit anyone before, so that's good to know. Oh yes, darling, it was simply wonderful. After all, you said it for me, not for Caldia. Alright, it's not a very fun story, but if you really want to hear it, well, how can I refuse now? So you want to know what happened back when I still went by Morinji Aru? You want to know what kind of person I really am? Well, you probably have a good idea already from the kind of work I did for Clock Tower. My family comes from a long line of Shugendo practitioners, specifically Tengodo, the way of the Tengu. It's a sect of Shugendo whose ultimate goal is to have its practitioners, referred to as fallen or corrupt Tengu, arrive in hell. I was good enough at it that everyone used to fawn over me. But well, me being me, it's no surprise that they eventually decided to expel me. So once my family stopped being my family, I tied up a few loose ends and put Japan behind me. By which you mean, I killed my entire family and the sect. Yes. So there's no one alive who knows your past. That would explain why there aren't any records of it. So why did you do that anyway? Can it just be because I thought it was the best? It was for the best? The Morinji family was a single generation of Hojotsushi. Our founder managed to form a connection to Sanat Kumara on Mount Kurama after he fell to Tengodo. But his descendants weren't so lucky. They had to undergo long, intensive training to make their bodies superhumans without the power of the Sanat Kumara. In some ways, it was similar to how Muramasa lived. You probably kill yourself trying to come up with a special circuit, well, body really, and you can never pass it along to anyone else before you die. That part I didn't have a problem with though. The real problem was how they went about growing the clan. I was directly descended from the founder, so I was born and raised on Mount Kurama. But all the other Morinji children were kids they abducted from around the foothills. In ancient times, child mortality rates used to be much higher than now. So back then it was easy to get away with the kidnapping the occasional kid to raise as their own, but not now. Plus, if the kids couldn't keep up with the training, they'd be abandoned in the mountains, and even if they preserved, the only thing waiting for them was a fall from grace into hell. If messing with people's destinies weren't bad enough on its own, the fact that the only choice to replace it was death or disgraced Tengu made it even worse. Any group that would keep doing something like that is irredeemable. So when I decided to leave the mountain, I killed them all first. So they were abducting children and training them up. Even though they were your family? Because they were my family, I wouldn't have cared if they had been strangers. But since they were my family, it was my responsibility to make sure they never ruined any more kids' lives. I'm very sentimental, but I'm even more of a neat freak. That's why I chose to make a clean break with my family instead of sticking with them. Basically, I'm a no-good scumbag who'd rather keep things neat and tidy than honor my crypto obligations. That's probably why I've been helping you guys too. Well, are you convinced? Yep, it turns out you're much stronger than I've given you credit for. By the way, purely out of curiosity, how talented were you exactly? Well, if a Morinji Hoshiji can acquire one of the 6 Buddhist powers known as Roku Jinsu in 100 years, that's enough for them to officially be considered a Tengu. I'd mastered 3 of them by the time I turned 10. Oh wow. Jisokusu, the power to run at superhuman speeds. Tashinetsu, the power to read people's minds. And Rojinsu, the power to know how long I'll live and what my fate will be. Can't blame them for thinking I was some kind of prodigy. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Now you know just how cruel I've been ever since I was born. Don't tell the others about this, okay? I'd like to keep this our little secret. Man, I'm so glad Count Pepperon is a gourmand. That was the first full course meal I've gotten to eat in 26 days since we first got to Berry Britain. Huh, don't you mean 16 days? Ah, I suspected since we left Salisbury that we might be on different pages there. Okay, this seems as good as a time as any to clear this up, so let's go ahead and do that. You probably feel as though you spent 10 fewer days in Fairy Britain than you actually have. That's because you were unconscious for 10 days after you passed out in Nameless Woods. Oh. Dang. And the reason I know that is because you guys showed up at Mike's establishment about 10 days after I started working there. Anyway, it's getting pretty late. I know we have a lot to think about, but for now, we should make sure we're well rested for tomorrow. I can't remember what their deadline was. I think it was like 30 or 35 days they have to make things happen. We can split up in 2 teams in the morning, and by then, it should be pretty clear whether we ought to focus on scouting out Spriggan's Vault Castle or investigating the Calamity Pool. Okay, good night, Paragon. Take advantage of the private room the Count gave you to get plenty of rest, okay? Oh, hello. Hi, Oberon. Good evening, Paragon. I was just heading out for a bit. I'm not cut out for combat like the rest of you, so I need to at least keep a close eye on things. You're turning in for the night, right? You deserve to enjoy a real bed after so much camping out. Now that we have not 1 but 2 children of prophecy here in Norwich, there's no chance of Morgan sitting idly by. So I thought I'd go see what's happening in Camelot, at least as best as I can. Don't worry, I'll be back by tomorrow, by morning. See ya, late. Oh, and second thought, I'm just going to ask you, are you okay? What do you mean? I thought you would insist we head to the Vault Castle immediately, where we were talking about Spriggan and Mash. But you didn't say anything. You stuck to the same priorities we've been following so far. I'm sure you want nothing more than go after her, but as the Master Chaldea, you decided to stay the course. It was the right call, but seeing that face you made, I still couldn't help but worry about you. It's like you said, I should trust her, not worry about her. Yeah, I did say that, but dang it, why did I have to say that back then? If only I'd known they'd be reunited so soon. Sorry, just thinking about out loud. Anyway, let me just say this. Mash said she hadn't recovered her memory since leaving the Nameless Woods, right? I'm afraid Da Vinci's theory was right. If someone who forgets their name in the nameless woods is given a stronger role, that is, a new self, than they had before they lost their memories, they may not even be able to return to who they once were. I don't know how Madge ended up taking on the role of Child of Prophecy herself, but did the Madge you know have a role that could possibly surpass it? A role bigger than the responsibility for the fate of the world, with everyone's hopes and dreams on her shoulders. Exactly. It's hard to imagine she did, which means the Madge you're looking for is gone. We only need one Child of Prophecy to uncover Fairy Britain's secrets, and we already have Alteria for that. So I have to ask, do you still need to concern yourself with Madge? Even though she might never remember you, or go back to being the Madge you knew. Never mind, it's obvious. You do. Sorry for wasting your time. I clearly should have known better than to ask. Anyway, I'll be happy to lend you my full support. Anything you want to know about the state of the world, I'll learn for you. Let's go, Vesper. Speedster's out. Alright, there's a couple of these. Let's just do this real quick. Clear up some space right there. Too many models? No, never enough. Good morning, honey buns. Everyone slept well. Not enough space? Absolutely. Okay, before we have breakfast, there's something important we should talk about. For my part, I wanted to ask you guys something about Norwich security. But if you have a report you'd like to make, Oberon, please go right ahead. Thank you, Count. That's very considerate of you. Last night, I did a bit of a scouting in Norwich and Camelot. The rain cloud, that is, the cloudy pool above Norwich, is picking up steam, figuratively speaking. It's swirling around faster now, and I can sense an incredible amount of magical energy I couldn't before. If the magical energy were, say, gasoline, there'd be enough to burn Norwich to the ground. He's right. As of this morning, that rain cloud is enough magical energy to rival a gigantic reactor. Exactly how big a reactor are we talking about here? Is it like the ones the Olympus machine gods use? No, but it does contain enough energy to power all of Chaldea for 2 months. Does that include the energy needed to preserve all the servants? Wow, you Chaldeans really are something else, huh? I can't believe you go through that much magical energy in only 2 months. Anyway, suffice to say, the situation in Norwich is much worse today than it was yesterday. All the townspeople are on edge too. As for Camelot, fortunately, there's nothing major to report. Their only troop deployment was a squad of about 20 soldiers sent to hunt Moors. No sign of any large-scale deployment. Let's see, the only other noteworthy thing I saw was the Queen sitting in an empty throne room at night, all night. That must mean Springen hasn't told her about Mash, the Child of Prophecy, yet. Definitely not. Springen's greed is working for us there. Even though he's counting on the calamity, he also wants to make sure his vault castle stays safe. He's got years worth of looted treasure stored there, and he wouldn't want to risk any of it. For all his big talk about how the calamity could never destroy it, I'm sure he's eager for some kind of insurance. That's why he brought Mash there, so he could make the Child of Prophecy at least protect his castle. Unbelievable. What kind of clan head does that? I just hope he gets what he's coming to him someday. Agreed. That's just another reason we need to keep Norwich safe. The worst possible outcome here would be Norwich remaining intact, at least as far as he's concerned. Just imagine what would happen to an incredible, unpopular lord who failed to take back his land once next year's rolls around. Oh yeah, good point. Anyway, that's all for my report. Sorry I couldn't contribute more. Don't be silly. That was plenty of useful info. Now that we know the Queen Army isn't headed here, we can focus on investigating that rain cloud up in... Count Pepperon, we have an emergency. A large mass of Moors is advancing on the residential district from the ocean. There must be at least 1,000 of them. The calamity's begun. Those of you with homes, stay inside them. Don't come outside, or the Moors will get you. Those of you without homes, run for the shelter. Hurry. Dang it, there's no end to them. Where are they coming from? Stay back. Get away from me. True. They prepare for trouble. Make it double. Oh, there's even more over here. Help. Save me. No. Please let me go. Just let me. What are you doing? It hurts. And he's dead. Crunched up in a single bite. Wait, was that the good? Oh no, that was just I thought that was, for a second I thought we lost Knack. Never mind, he was just a store owner guy, so we chilling. What the hell? Did those Moors just eat a fairy and grow? I never heard of anything like that happening before. If this is part of a new calamity, then hey, someone contact the Count. Tell him we can't hold them back, and he needs to give the order to retreat. These Moors can grow by eating fairies. Human soldiers alone won't be able to stop them. Hurry, it might be too late for the North District, but there should still be time to evacuate the South. That's the whole message from the captain. Please, Count, we need to evacuate now. I see. Here I thought we'd have a little more time. C'est la vie, moi. These things always seem to happen when you most desperately want them not to. Count? Don't worry. I haven't lost my mind. There's no point in telling people to evacuate the city. Spring and soldiers have shut the gates, remember? They want the local fairies dead. No, just take them to the fairy shelter we set up instead. That includes the MP fairies as well. In the meantime, I'd like you human soldiers to keep the civilians safe and to hold back the Moors coming in from the harbor as best as you can. Remember, the people's safety comes first. That includes all of you. Whatever you do, don't try to fight the Moors yourself. But somebody has to defeat them, or the shelter will be... Yes, I know, which is where these people will come in. Right, Child of Prophecy and company? Right, we can handle this. Oh, then you really are the Child of Prophecy. You look a little more ordinary than I expected, but I like it. Thank you for being honest. Hold on, are we sure about this? These are Moors we're talking about. There's no way fairies can beat them. I can't even imagine how we win. I think we should retreat for now and assess the situation. Oh, I'm surprised to hear that from you, Gareth. You're usually so brave. Yes, the Moors may be fairies' natural predators, but that doesn't mean we're helpless against them. Alteria will have Muramasa and Da Vinci backing her up, and Paragon has his summons. I'd say that's enough to fend at least some of them off. Isn't that right, Alteria? You did come to Norwich to save it, Didn't you? Oh man, he gassing her up he building her up just to tear her down once nothing can be saved. No matter the nature of the calamity, you'll have to face it for your story to truly begin. Yes, of course, don't worry, I can do this. Besides, the Moors don't have any effect on me. I can touch them, no problem. Really? Well, yeah, this could work. Then it's settled. Get to Main Street and hold back the Moors in the South District. I'll go with you too, but I need to stay here so I can command and supervise. If you can just hold them back for an hour, I can get everyone in the South District to safety. Let's go, Alteria. Oh gosh. I knew I shouldn't come back to check on the store. I knew I shouldn't have gone to check on the field when I knew a big store was coming. Oh man, I'm completely surrounded. It's just a matter of time till they find me. Somebody, please help me. Savior, Lady S. I'm just a humble fairy who's been making shoes in Norwich since my great predecessor's time. There might even be a legend or two about how he once made shoes for Lady Ask. So please don't let me die like this. Why are the Moors so terrifying? Over there, that's Clobber's in trouble. Stay where you are. I'm going to take care of these Moors right now. I guess you couldn't say it's clobbering time, I guess. Alright, let's go here. Of course, there's a data update. Alright, someone used Bargus. Alright, let's continue. I wonder if it stops me right there. Okay, never mind, it's different. Oh wait, no, it did stop me. It did stop me. Never mind. So yeah, he's talking about. Okay. So let's just go straight to the battle. All right. Now this is a 4-story fight. So they say bring berserkers. Oh, I like how they got Muramasa as an alter ego here. That's pretty cool. For the story, for the sake of the lore. Avenger. We could put Ishtar in there. We haven't played Ishtar in a while. Alright, that should be good. I remember she doesn't do the full 100, but that's okay.
動く動いていこうか。感じるといいさ。
Oh, game value only? Oh, okay, let me fix that. The echo is pretty strong. Alright, let me fix this real quick. I figured that was something odd right there, so let's do... Hold on. I know if I mute this right here, it stops the whole echo. It's kind of odd though, cause only when I unmute it that the echo goes. I mean, when I mute. It might have to do something with the Scarlet type. So let me just change that real quick. I'm checking out a couple things here. Okay, so maybe that was not it. It went to the real tech. I want to go back to, let me see, the 2 and 2. This one. Nope, that didn't help. Nope, wait, let's try this. Nope. Nope, doesn't help. Okay, so I'll just keep my mic muted. Let me just do that for now. Until like it's time to talk, because there's an echo. I believe I had to restart the stream too, which is kind of crazy.
女神の姿がお好みなのね。やります。やあやあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加、誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいんですか？
Oh yeah, it only disappears when I mute my mic.
諦めて。こうなったら私にも止められないから。原始の眠りから目覚めなさい。エグリッシュガーブレイク。
Oh wait, you want the echo back? Hold on, there you go. The echo's back. Okay, but now I go back. I unmute I go back to mute.
上出来。負けないぞ。はっ。遊覧飛行っていうの。ここでまっすぐ。 運命ですから。
あなたが望むならそのように。
いいとも。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。
ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。渦巻く塵に帰りなさい。フィニッシュブラックエーサー。
感じるといいさ。いいとも。遠い楽園、開かれた希望、香るひとひらを送りましょう。兆しを抱いて歩みなさい。インフォーバーバロン。咲かせてあげるよ、おてんばり失礼。柄でもないんだけどね。
女神の巣、分かっています。
For now, I'm still troubleshooting the audio. While I'm fighting right there, troubleshooting the audio.
本当の絶望を教えましょう。渦巻く塵に帰りなさい。フィニッシュブラックエーサー。はあ、鐘の音が聞こえる。
That teapot's amazing. And I think I know what it is too, cause I installed a driver midstream. It was like, oh, you want to do that? I said, no, we don't do that around here. So then it gave me some other drivers, but in order for it to go back to normal, I just have to restart the machine. But since I'm kind of committed in here, I was like, let's not split up the stream. So let's just go in here real quick, and then we can actually choose someone now. So we're going with Savage to see if he actually logged in. That's one. Is this two? It's such an appropriate song too. It was like, all right, I'm looking right. All right, we'll pick you next roundabout. I don't see you popping up. Loaded? We'll pick you next roundabout. Don't worry. You'll get the hard boss fight, okay? For now, we'll just get to farm some trash mobs over here. All right. Hey, this is fun. This is fun. You know, we can do double comma. Now we have a comma, double comma time. Now get to the count shelter, hurry. I'm saved. Thank you, Fairy with the staff. Gareth, you got good eyesight, right? Can you make out what's happening in the harbor from here? Huh? Oh yeah, I can. There's a huge group of Moors ahead this way from here. I'm counting 36, more than 100. Well, half of them are going off that way. What do we do? Should we split up? No, terrible. Never split up. You mean to the North District? Forget it. You saw how strong those Moors are. We can't possibly save everyone. If even one of us falls here, we'll all be dead meat. Don't you get that? Even so. You really don't know when to give up, do you? Alright, fine. Use a command spell on me. It might put me out of commission once this is over, but with the power up, I ought to be able to hold my ground on my own, for at least a while. It's not how I choose to finish this job, but it's a dang sight better than all of us biting it because you can't make up your mind. Huh, hang on, you can't just... Don't worry, there's no need for that. Take a look at the dust cloud over in the north. It's the other child of prophecy, the one in black armor. She just jumped down from the castle bell tower and is tearing into the moors. Whoa, she's amazing. Oh, there's someone else with her, but they're less impressive. They're totally holding their own too, though it looks like they can stop the Moors over there on their own. It's Mash. Indeed, I guess Spriggan couldn't talk her into staying in his castle. If she can handle the North District on her own, then all we have to do is worry about the South. This is it, everyone. It's up to us to keep Norwich safe. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to let the other child of prophecy over there outdo us. We're going to show her why Alteri's the real child of prophecy. Our defensive line won't move an inch. It's Echo City, right? I'm thinking about it. It's Echo City, man.
本気にさせちゃいましたね。美しき欲の花。美しき欲の花。いやー、熱い熱い。ああ、溢れちゃいました。見せてあげるよ。果てに愛がないとでも邪魔です。たとえどれだけ遠くとも私の向こうに楽園がある。行方感じて目を開けてウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。たまにはノリノリで行っちゃいますか。夏の堕落を今あなたにギュンギュンギュンギュン。美しき欲の花。ああ、溢れちゃいました。甘露でも味わいましょう。いい風だと思う。果てに愛がないとでも邪魔です。邪魔です。愛の世界、燃える宇宙、望むすべてが可弁となる。まあ、終夜愛は痛いもの。愛は痛いもの。
Hey, that's a 30 level difference right there.
果てに愛がないとでも邪魔です。お任せあれと。 マーラシューニャタ欲が無残るは熱聖願だ。ふむ。欲望お任せあれと愛は痛いもの。夏は燃えるもの。触れ合いの下に菩提寺の下に愛の。ふむ。燃えるなら欲望のお任せあれと愛の世界燃える宇宙望むすべて花弁となるマーヤシューニャタ刺激的でしょう。感激してください。アビルーパのいざない。
さて次はどこに向かうんだい？
Alright, yeah, so this might be either a story fight or a support fight. We'll have to see. How many is that? And how many of these things are there anyways? I stopped counting after 50. How's things over there? I'm starting to feel pretty worn out myself. Oh, he got astigmatism. Goodness. I can keep going. This is a nice effect. Paragon, hang in there. Deep breaths. You've been overusing your mystic codes. You really can't convert any more of your life force into magical energy. Stand back and take a break, and make sure you use a vitality ampule right away. Understood. Another group of Moors is headed this way from the harbor. No way. There are hundreds. No. More. We can't keep this up. How are we on time, Da Vinci? We're all good there. It's been exactly an hour, and all the locals have made it out. Come on, it's time for us to head to the shelter too. Oh wait, those aren't Moors. They're fairies. All the fairies have been hiding out indoors. Why are they coming this way? It'd be safer if they stayed inside. What is that? Is there something in the harbor? The big cheese is coming down. It reminds me of Anima from Final Fantasy VIII. Gareth. It's okay, she's not hurt. She's just sick from looking directly at that thing. It's like Cthulhu. It looks like that thing induces some kind of mental aberration in fairies. Now all the fairies that were hiding in the harbor district are running this way, scared out of their minds. Crap, there's not nearly enough room for all of them in the shelter. Never mind the shelter. If that thing makes land, it'll destroy the whole city. You mean it moves? No, right, of course it moves. How else would it show up in the first place? Does this mean that thing is the calamity? And if it is, then what about the rain cloud? Question can wait. Da Vinci, Alteria, Paragon, what do you want to do? I know I said we should abandon the north side earlier, but that's no longer an option. We can either stay here and disappear along with the Norwich, or we can save our skins. It's one or the other, which will be. Not too late to make our escape. Remember, your job is to get rid of the calamity. Protecting Norwich is just a bonus. Keep that in mind when you make your choice. Even I know I can tell we can't beat that thing now. I know how you feel, but we have to run. We can't possibly beat that thing right now. Once we pull back, we can work on figuring out a weakness. It's not your fault that Norwich is going to be destroyed. There's nothing anyone can do about it. I know. There's no way we can defeat? What are you looking at? I woke up to the faint sound of a bell ringing far off in the distance. I had a bad feeling about what was come to this moment. I woke up in my warm bed. So could it be MASH ringing those bells? The calamity's probably going to come today. This happens every time I wake up to the sound of a bell. A storm appears without any warning. Just like what happened in Tentatil. My everyday life ended up what began as a normal day. Just like any other day. Oh man, I really don't know if I can do this. I've come a long way with everyone's help, but this is still beyond me. I can't do this. I'm not strong. I'm not ready. I still don't feel as though I can actually save Britain. Every time I wake up, I think about sneaking away and leaving all this behind. But I'm the child of prophecy. That's what everyone who raised me is counting on me to be. They believe in me so much that they sacrifice their own lives to send me on my way. So I have to at least try. I have to overcome my timid nature. Honestly, I couldn't care less about all the other things. But betraying the star is the one thing I can never ever do. That's it. I can't beat that thing. I just can't. I don't even have a chance. It's one or the other, which it'll be. Not too late to make our escape. Everyone's saying it's okay to run away. No one will blame me if I did. They'll just be disappointed, that's all. And you can always come back from disappointment. As soon as you do something impressive, they'll forget all about it. So why am I so hesitant to say we should run? I want to run. I can't do this. I'm scared. I don't want to, but turning to the side, I saw Paragon looking up at the thing with the same expression I wore. He's just like me. He's been given an impossible task. He's been sent out to the battlefield even though he can't fight on his own. But he can't say no, so he's just standing there, saying nothing. So then I'll just have to say it for him. I'll be the one to say it's okay to run. Yeah, that's right. I'll make this choice for him. But just as I open my mouth to say we should run for it, does MASH appear? She's like, I'll stand up to it. I knew it. She's like, I'll stand up to it. I see her. A shining star pushing her way through the crowd into the heart of the disaster. I see the other child of prophecy swallowing her fears and running straight at the thing with fierce determination. And I see life return to Paragon's eyes as he watches her goes. Oh MASH, what a shame. I guess nobody could stop her. But I guess it's no surprise. She really is a child of prophecy at this point. That's what everyone around here expected of her, and she chose to try to live up to their hopes. She must have chosen a story for herself that ends with her dying here. Dang, that's a vote of confidence right there. Paragon, I'm really sorry to say this, but hold down the fort for me, guys. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm coming too, Oberon. Make sure those fairies get out of here safely. Well, I'll be dang. I never saw this twist coming. Alright, get going. Sometimes you gotta throw caution to the wind. You Kalians have made it this far, so I'm gonna trust you'll make it out of this too. That giant's going to fall in the harbor. That's one hell of a way to attack. Is it trying to prostrate itself or something? Still, crude as it might be, it'll definitely be strong enough to blow the whole harbor away. Any questions, Paragon? Where's MASH? She's already on the pier with her round shield released. she's going to try and stop that thing by herself, but she can't hold that thing back on her own. As Caldia's technical advisor, my official advice is, if you head back now, you can still make it out of here alive, Paragon. Well, have you got a good reason to ignore that advice? So I have to ask, do you need to concern yourself with Mash? Even though she might never remember you or go back to being the Mash you knew. So what? So what? Now then, let's return to the girl's story, just for a little bit. Just do what I say and the other clan heads will never need to know about you. I can even keep you safe from the quest's prying eyes. Springen did his best to convince her to stay inside, but she was having none of it. As soon as she learned the Moors had arrived, she chose to leave, though not through the heavily guarded exit on the ground floor. Instead, she leaped from the bell tower in the castle, keep all the way down to Norwich without any hesitation. Such daring, such bravery, such couragery. Wait, what's couragery? I got a little carried away, forget that bit. Anyway, upon landing in Norwich, the girl drew most of the Moors' attention away from the local ferries, giving them a chance to escape. Now, there was just the big guy from the sea, the cursed hand of Blank rising up from the ocean. Even the girl couldn't help but flinch upon seeing it, but on hearing the ferry scream, she found her nerve once more. She ran for the harbor as fast as she could to face down the monster on the pier. She knew at once that she couldn't stop it from destroying the harbor, no matter how hard she tried. But even so, she still absorbed some of the impact. Even if the whole harbor was crushed, she might still be able to save some of its residents. That hope was enough for her to release her shield, but then she saw something else unbelievable. It's him. The human she had met at the town square yesterday came running into the harbor. The girl was so overcome with indescribable feelings of joy and relief that she couldn't help but say something. Stop, you need to get out of here. In a few seconds, the entire harbor will be destroyed. She shouted as loudly as she could, but the human didn't stop. Why not? Could he not hear her over the sound of her shield and the curse clashing? No, that wasn't it at all. As he ran down the pier towards her, he shouted even more loudly than the girl that he wasn't going to give up. He placed his hand on the girl's back without a word. It told her he wasn't going to leave her alone, then that he would be there to support her. That girl was so moved by the kind gesture that it made her remember she was human too. That's right, humans feel pain when they're hurt, and they're frightened by terrifying monsters. And what's even scarier is the idea of harm coming to someone who cares about you, supports you. You don't need to worry about me. I'm the child of prophecy. Please, just save yourself. So she tried to put on a brave face one last time, like a child lying about being okay. By my command, spell. Huh? I don't care if you're the child of prophecy or not. His voice resonated through her back. The fire in her veins spread from her heart down to her fingertip. Just show this thing what you're really made of, Mash. This is how a prophecy is defied. Not even Einzel could have seen this scene coming. Yes, that's right. That's exactly right, Paragon. The white walls of Camelot repelled the curse's hands. They proved most effective against it. Its collapse prevented the calamity recognized the creature standing before it as an enemy. A small, imprudent enemy who dared to protect the line of the Fae in the face of threat it posed. Come on, Mash, let's send this thing packing. The familiar voice jolted her mind. She was no longer Anise, nor the child of prophecy. She was the knight who had inherited the Holy Shield, the servant of Calvi. Right, Paragon. Please, lend me your strength. Together, I'm sure we can repel the calamity. I may not be the child of prophecy, but right now, in this moment, what I want more than anything is to keep the city safe. The girl's name is Mash Kirolite. She is the child of prophecy everyone everywhere believed in, and who has finally found something she wanted to fight for herself. Let's see what they got for the manual. Alright, so they're giving this it's fine, let's use this. Actually, you know what? It's a Hokusai type of day. Let's get Hokusai, you know. We get this, and then we get this, and then that looks good. You know, let's do this, this, and that. And it's looking good. Do they have to be in the front? I wouldn't mind swapping out Mash for like Bradamante. There you go. Like that. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's a formation. And let's turn on the pot. Actually, no, there's too many. The pot would be a waste. Let's just get the, because we have like too many supports. Alright, let's continue like this. Oh, you got 2 health bars. That's how you doing things around here. Okay.
黄金律にも種類があるのさ。
いかさまな。ガゴーロタム、威勢だこってな。
I think I have full charge here, so I'll do full charge. However, I wouldn't mind getting triple Hokusai cards. Is that possible? No. How about none? How about none? How about that? Okay. Let's do this then.
キラキラしてる。ああ、とても楽しかったとも。気力十分。いやいや。お任せください。オッケー。
ふんぐるふんぐる。オンそじりしたそうだ。うがふなぐる二組。富岳36系。神奈川。2回。ウラスサビ。
せーの。
Tainted Curse. So increase defense apply state where at least 1 HP remains when sustaining curse damage for yourself. Plus increase will take it down. Okay, cool. So every time you touch it gets cursed. But he also takes more damage the more curse he has.
私の宝具見たいのかい？
ぜひとも。役体もない。
そう、 君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その少佐を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ行けるとこまで行ってみよう。あたぼうよ。神妙なら
He is indeed disastrous, but I'm gonna hit him with the combo now.
モンジョーダコールお任せください。光よ螺旋となりて全力で参ります。ブルークリエリアトランター。てっうわ
Alright, he's gonna do some crazy turns, so I'm gonna get the evade up. In case he does a charge plus an MP, so I'm gonna do this.
気合十分。役体もない。ぜひとも。ふんぐるいふんぐるい。恩そじりしたそうだ。うがふなぐる二軍。武学36系。神奈川。うかい。ブラスサビ。てんでい。日の本一よ。
Alright, here he comes. Let's see how much damage he does.
このアングルバッチリ。はいダコールはい任せて。せーの。人玉で行く気産地や。
Jeez. Oh, he's still going too? Oh, wow. That monster.
すみません。
Alright, so it is time.
とても楽しかったと思う。これくらい余裕余裕。
Yeah, that guy is a monster for sure.
今度こそ決める。これくらい余裕余裕。
Good thing she's ignored curse now, you know. She got plot armor. With plot armor, you don't get cursed. So, how about that?
私の宝具見たいのかい？指名偽装登録いけます。ふむふむ。駆け抜けるら全
Oh, I can still get cursed? No, that's not good.
輝ける轍を残せ。人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。それはすべての傷、すべての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロードキャメロット。
Read it again. I guess it's just for my own skills, right? I can't really get debuffed. Jeez. Oh my, that Da Vinci's dead? Yep, that's a Da Vinci. Alright, here we go. Now we got more monster coming in. Alright, let's just do... Well, might as well do this.
さ りか。そこに至るはあまたの剣さん。気づきに気づいた刀塚。八重垣作るは戦士の刃。知ったら成仏していきな。
Jeez. All right, let me see how many is this. 3 turns. All right, he's not gonna. Let me just do this real quick. All right, and I'll just take the hits in case he does focus. Into a plot armor.
最新の魔法を見せてあげる。見つけた。あれね。最初の底から今はの橋へ。ブレーン層をひとまたぎ。お待たせ。ちょっとだけ地球を救いに帰ってきたわ。ディストーション。思ってるの？壊して崩して蹴り流す。遅い。
Witnessing the terror. All right, so it's come down to this. This curse thing is crazy. All right, immobilize. Let me do this. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna have Akko do it all. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
了解。はい。落ち着いて。落ち着いて。ターゲット。やー。倒します。遅い。
All right, we're in for one hell of a fight here.
乗ってきたわね。
Let's do this.
偽装登録。いけます。
The curse is just gonna. I have to attack with her now, otherwise the curse just kills me. All right.
指名。偽装登録。いけます。まだ展開。
Oh, but attack down. Wait, how much this does? 3 turns, 1 attack down. Yeah, I won't do anything with that, so I have to do this.
指名。了解。はい。それはすべての傷、すべての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロードキャメロット。倒します。この状態で角を取るなんて。
He's just too powerful. No matter what you do. And this is how it goes down. The plot armor disintegrated. All right, let's do this. No, but I have a feeling we could beat this. Hold on, let's go back. Withdraw. Withdraw from here. I know how we could beat this. It is time. You know, Van Gogh would go crazy right there. Van Gogh was like, I live for this moment. Like, give me them curses, right? All right, let's go over here. All right, now that I know what it does. We're gonna double Da Vinci it up. So do 2 Da Vinci's since they can't get cursed because of the golden rule. Oh yeah, Galatea. Okay, that's good too. Good cleansing. We could endless guts it out too. Actually, you know what? We have Lady Avalon. We do this. We just heal through the curses and we'll be fine. We have this as well as last ditch effort. Okay, yeah, this works. And then Bradamante, she actually removes some of those curses off of you, so we'll go like this. This works. Actually, we do one comma as well. Comma might be for single target DPS. That way we just go in there and just clean it out. Let's go to the next node.
発進準備完了だ。早く早く任せて。
やあやあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいのか。
駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。いくよ。発進準備完了だ。早く早く。
そうかい。
オッケー。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョ、また会おう諸君。
遊覧飛行っていうのかい。
いくよ。
Oh, that boy crit.
見せてあげるよ。
私の宝具、
そうかい。
見たいのかい。
やあやあ、アバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう。私の顔ばかり見ていていいのか。
駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。
遊覧飛行っていうのかい。
I'm pretty sure that was just one hit of two left. Okay, there's two of them. Okay. Actually, this is where Muramasa would be great. You could just swap him in there, and then he's gonna hurt like crazy. It's like, oh, you got invincible. Muramasa's like, I make sure you feel it.
任せて。私の宝具みたいな。
遊覧飛行
いくよ。そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その少佐を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるとこまで行ってみよう。
Alright, here he comes. Let's just do this.
動いていこうか。
発進準備完了だ。早く早く。
少しだけね。水
私の
少しだけね。
見たいのかい。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョー、ババアオ諸君。
たとえどれだけ遠くとも、私の向こうに楽園がある。行方を感じて目を開けて。ウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。
せーの。楽しかったかな。
I'm thinking when is the right time to use the crit up plus evade. Huh. I see we're doing pretty well. Because we still have common reserves, might as well do it. Forget it. Let's just do it.
私の宝具任せて。ふむふむ。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョー、ババアオ諸君。芸術とは限らないものさ。いくよ。
Alright, I have to do this though.
とても楽しかったとも。黄金律にも種類があるのさ。
Pray for a savior come. no, she'll come by. This gonna end well. It will end well. Yeah.
このアングルバッチリ。
君の一緒に役に立つ？
Since she has a lot of gas in the tank, I'll give this to her. Time to pass the baton on to her. I see. We can get some more value out of her.
いいことだと思う？少しだけね。
発進準備完了だ。早く早く。
たとえどれだけ遠くとも、私の向こうに楽園がある。行方を感じて目を開けて。ウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。
そう、君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越える。その少佐を今示そう。ビューティフルジャーニー。さあ、行けるとこまで行ってみよう。
he has 2 turns of invincibility. If I break him, it's kind of, it could get a little spooky.
こんな感じです。
So 2 turns of invincibility.
いいとも。オッケー。発進準備完了だ。早く早く。せーの。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョバカ王諸君。うん。
Alright, I held on for dear life, and we're gonna end them here. Alright.
手を伸ばしてごらん。わかりました。たとえどれだけ遠くとも、私の向こうに楽園がある。行方を感じて目を開けて。ウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。命令とあらば撃ちますよ。でもどんな風になっちゃっても知りませんから。カーマ三毛花咲かせてあげるよ。なるほど。
Alright, alright. Let's evade, get out of the way. Alright, this, she's dead. She's 100% dead. Like, yeah, Lady Avalon's dead. Alright, so let's just, stack up. We're better off collecting the sea stars. So let's go ahead and do sea stars for next turn. 生きがいいパラソルがおてんばりしてウィングマーリーアタック。おやおや、これはいけない。なるほど。 Goodness, it's come down to this again. All right. I'm very surprised the support are actually carrying this fight. Like, that's crazy. All right, let's do this. And we're gonna hit all of it. All the abilities are getting hit. Oh, this is how it's meant to go down.
それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロード・キャメロット。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージュ、また会おう諸君。
神髄解明、完成に収束、鍛造技法臨界。これが俺のつぶかい村正だ。切るぜ、先に行く。
You know, Mash is actually useful in that one with that chalk wall. Very, very useful. So maybe she should have been in the front for sure. That would have been made things a lot easier. Alright, let's continue. No way. The calamity disappearing. We did it. We really did it, Paragon. I can't believe it. We actually defeated the calamity. We sure did, Mash. Alright, this is no time to be celebrating, is it? I'm back, Paragon. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I put you through. Welcome back, Mash. Don't worry about it. We're just glad to see you again. And safe too. We have a lot of catching up to do, but that can wait until later. First, I want to introduce you to a local who's been helping us out. Well, she's really part of the team at this point. Oh, and there she is. Hey, over here. Alteria, this is Mash, Paragon's main servant. Mash, this is Alteria Caster. That's right. It's like, Da Vinci's like, this is the main servant. You're just the side servant. And I don't get it twisted. She's Paragon's owner. This Lostbelt King's Arthur, the child of prophecy and a powerful mage. I guess I'm technically the child of prophecy, but powerful king of Arthur? It's mortifying being called any of that around you. You're so incredibly strong. I'm sorry if it had been me out there, that thing would have knocked me all the way back to the nameless woods with one flick of the finger. Actually, she would have been helpful there too, because she could have like cleansed all her debuffs with her her MP. So yeah, she would have been definitely helpful. But you know, it is what it is. Let's go right here. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything against the calamity. I'm sorry, I'm so weak. I'm sorry. So your name's Alteria, and you're the child of prophecy? You're the real child of prophecy. Not at all. If anything, I'm the one who should be apologizing, calling myself the child of prophecy, even though I didn't know about you at the time, and I don't know how I can make it up to you. But hang on, what was that about you own Paragon? I'm sorry. I'm still struggling to make sense of what that. Wait, I just realized she's rambling. I just realized it must be a ploy to hide the Paragons from Caldia. Oh, you're teasing me, Da Vinci. And now they're friends. That was fast. Oh, look at them hitting it off. I had a feeling they would get along well despite their differences, and it looks like I was right. Anyway, that takes care of the two of our major objectives, expelling the calamity and reuniting with Mash. But there's still one important thing we have to do here in Norwich. That's right, the Bell of Pilgrimage. I think we've earned the right to ring it after coming this far, correct? I don't know. I mean, I didn't actually do anything. Plus, it was Mash and Paragon who defeated the calamity. so I don't think I'm qualified to ring the bell. That's not true, Alteria. I know you fought with everything you had to protect Norwich. That it was me who defeated the calamity was just a coincidence. Besides, I'm certain it takes more than defeating a calamity to be the child of prophecy. All I did was follow my heart, just like you're doing. Except, Mash took action while she was frozen in fear. So please, I want you to ring the bell. Don't worry, I'll clear it with springing. I see. You know, you're not exactly what I imagined from what Paragon told me about you. But you really are a great person, aren't you, Mash? Was that thunder? Oh yeah, that's weird. Why is that big rain cloud still here even though we got rid of the collapse? Look out. Mash? Oh, what? Now I know what a footfall feels like. Huh, Mash? Mash is gone again after just from the reuniting? What, didn't you see for yourself? She disappeared after knocking you guys out of the way. That was Morgan's water mirror. She usually just uses it against calamities. I don't know why you guys were just standing around when you just could see it right there. Man, you humans from other worlds aren't big on caution, are you? Or is that just how you were taught? Well, oh well. Either way, my job is still the same. Come on, Paragon, get your ass off the ground already. Mash is safe, she's just not here anymore. The water mirrors a teleportation spell. She's just somewhere else in Britain right now. I don't know. Don't worry, you two will see each other again. I'll be super pissed if you don't. But if you're going to make that happen, you need to stand up straight like a proper groom for your bride and do what needs to be done. Who are you? Well, at least you've got spirit. I'd say you just barely passed. Okay, so Harbertrot come out of the woodwork. Nice to meet you people of Chaldea. I'm Harbertrot. You can think of me as, let's say, Mash's manager. I'm a fairy with a big heart, and I'm ready to help you on your journey at no cost to you. But only until you and Mash are reunited, mind you. Anyway, now that we're in the same figurative boat, you better be grateful I'm sticking around. Alright. Oh man, this food is so good. Sheffield never had anything like this stuff. Hey, can I get more of that pasquiti stuff? I love twirling it around my fork. And I could have one. And I could have one, no, 2 more of those carrot colored cakes. Not 2 more slices, 2 whole cakes. Yeah, this is. The moment I saw there was 8 sections, I was like, oh no, this is This is it. It's over. This is the final section of it, though. I was so sad to see everything was all said and done by the time I finished my detour around the river and finally made it to Norwich. So if I don't ease my broken heart with natural sweetness, I don't think I'll ever be able to draw a carriage again. Alright, take care, Eric. Thanks for stopping by. You take care. It's great that you guys were able to protect Norwich, and it's great that you have more strange new friends. But it sounds like things might have gotten a little more complicated. You were finally reunited with Mashi, only to be torn apart yet again. And outside, the child of prophecy, the child of prophecy, the child of prophecy saved Norwich. The child of prophecy will defeat the queen. We don't have to listen to Morgan anymore. The child of prophecy protected us. Now is our turn to pay her back. No more shipments to Camelot. Send weapons to Londlium. Long live the child of prophecy. Long live the true king of Britain. You did it, Alteria. You won. True. In fact, between saving Norwich and repelling the calamity, you might have won a little too much. Now that the fairies of Norwich are all completely on the child of prophecy side, the queen is not going to just sit by and do nothing. So she's gonna start sending her army after us, huh? Now that we're taking care of the calamity, it's gonna be an all-out war with her fairy soldiers. Oh right, I guess we did kind of openly rebel, didn't we? I'm also worried about Mash and where Morgan's water mirror might have taken her. And that fairy there just keeps harping on about how Mash is in no immediate danger and that we'll definitely see her again. Well yeah, that's all the guarantees you're gonna get from little old Happy Cat, since it's all I know for sure. But I will say that you shouldn't run yourselves ragged looking all over Britain for it right now. Like they say, good things come to those who wait, and joyful evenings may follow sorrowful mornings. You're just full of sayings, aren't you, Happy Cat? At any rate, it's not a good idea to go outside without a plan right now. If you're not careful, you could unwillingly end up inciting these fairies further down the path of rebellion. The smartest course of action would be to wait until nighttime, sneak out of Norwich quietly, assuming you have nothing else to go off, of course. What about going back to Salisbury? No, I don't think that's a good idea. Regardless of how we pulled it off, we succeeded at repelling the calamity and saving Norwich. We can't let the opportunities this victory provides us go to waste. Really, it's a miracle we even have them. Opportunities, I mean. I didn't mention this before because it would have been demotivating, but the prophecy originally not only said that the calamity would be banished, but that Norwich would be destroyed. I see, you want me to meet with Springen and demand payment for defending Norwich. That's right, we're going to tighten the screws while the Norwich fairies are still on our side. Let us ring the bell of pilgrimage, and we'll help your citizens kick you out of power. That's a good way to put it. Let's see what he says to that. But of course, how would I say no to the saviors of Norwich? There's something about this fairy. Yes, is there something on my face? No? I see, then. May I proceed? Thank you. You'll find the bell tower right above us. Well, I can't show you the way, given my subservience to the queen. I have no problem with you heading up there and ringing it yourselves. If the matter ever comes to it, we can just say that I was careless in assigning too light security detail. Okay. If it ever came up and you confirmed that version of events, I'd be very appreciative. You heard the man. He must be downright terrified of his citizens revolting against him. Come on, Alteria, let's go ring the bell and be done with this place. Alteria? I'm sorry, I can't do it. Ringing Norwich bell would mean declaring war on Queen Morgan. Oh no, we come this far and this is how you want to do things. And I'm just not ready to do anything yet. Besides, I'm not the one who saved Norwich. Mash is. So it's not as though the people in Norwich have really accepted me. Oh, I see. I see. Waiting for justified time, I can certainly respect that. You're not nearly as naive as you appear. Indeed, ringing the bell here now would not be the most morale choice. So if you wish to rally more soldiers to your cause and to be more deliberate with your bloodshed, there are other steps you'll need to take first. Like what? What I'm trying to say is there are still many fairies who are loyal to the Queen. After all, she has single-handedly protected Britain from the Moors for the past 2,000 years. However oppressive her rule may be, her accomplishments speak for themselves. So it wouldn't be right to declare war on her because of prophecy, because the prophecy, as you say, is wills. First you need to prove that yours is the side of justice and integrity. Alright. If you can't do that, it will make the Child of Prophecy no less a barbaric invader than the Saxons. So you're saying we should send out a letter explaining our intentions and condemning the Queen for her failures before ringing any bells? That's right. If you were to write such a letter, I would be happy to deliver it to Her Majesty myself. But fortunately, there's also no need for one just yet. As it happens, I just spoke with the Queen. She said, in recognition of the Child of Prophecy and the foreign visitors' defense of Norwich, notwithstanding the role of luck in your success, I am willing to grant them an audience. I shall treat them as guests who have accomplished a rare and unusual feat. Should they wish to speak on any particular subject, I will hear them on occasions. So the Queen's outright telling us to come see her. That's nice. Oh, really? Oh, why don't we just jump straight into the pit and save her the trouble of killing us? Does Morgan really think we'd fall for such a blatant, obvious trap? I assure you, this is no trap, ruthless though she is. The Queen does believe in the importance of decorum. If she says she is prepared to welcome you as guests, you can trust that Norholm will come to you. As our supreme monarch, her every word carries great weight, deal of weight. If it didn't, she could have never united all 6 clans within her rule. Under her rule. Now I see. We can't start a war against her without declaring it first. Now the queen can't kill the child of prophecy without a dang good reason. Especially now that she's gone and saved Norwich. Politically speaking, she's got to prove the justice of her rule, just as we got to prove the opposite. Which means it all comes down to what each has to say. Sounds like it's worth taking her up on this invitation. I agree with Muramasa. Besides, I really want to know more about the queen herself. So far, all we know about Morgan is her name. I'd like to speak with her directly so I can find out what she's thinking and what it is she really wants. That said, if we're going, we'll of course need assurance that we'll be able to leave safely too. So she'll need to promise that our truce will remain in place for a while, even if the meeting doesn't go all that well. Naturally, in fact, she's already promised us as much. It's all in the letter, which my fellow clan heads have also received copies of. What do you think, Paragon? If our safety is guaranteed, we should definitely go give her a piece of our mind. Huh? What do you sound... Why do you sound like you're already set to pick a fight? Think about it. She wouldn't do this if she thought you were actually a threat. Oh, so that's why you're so upset. Okay, let's do this. Honestly, I'm pretty pissed myself too. What the hell does she mean, notwithstanding the role of luck in your success? There was no luck involved. Mash and I both worked super hard to save this town. I see. Okay, if you're all that sure about this, maybe accepting this invitation is the right move. Plus, Alteri's decision not to ring the bell at this point also makes more sense to me this way. If she had rung the bell, it would have officially made the Queen and the Child of Prophecy political enemies. And then this invitation would be moot. Isn't that right, Springen? I'm afraid you have to draw your own conclusions there. I'm not at liberty at the moment. Oberon, was it? I don't think I've seen a fairy like you in Britain before. You're quite a nuisance, aren't you? Very well then. I'll send a messenger to the count houses tomorrow. They'll take you to meet with the Queen's troop, who will be waiting for you outside the city. So the Queen's own troops are going to escort us to Camelot, huh? Can I ask who's leading those troops? Of course. You'll be escorted by the First Royal Knight, Moore's Extermination Brigade, led by Captain Gawain. Oh, that means next chapter we're gonna have some Gawain action going. That's right, Tamlin Gawain herself will provide you all safe passage to the Camelot. That's so nice of her. It could have been worse. It could have been Tamlin. Huh, what was that lady, Spinel? I couldn't hear you very well. What was it? What happened to the black armored child of prophecy again? She's dead. Dead as a doornail. Mother Watermirror got her in Norwich. Or so they think. They say she vanished completely, armor and all, without so much as a finger left behind. What a joke, right? Sure, she was weirdly strong, but she couldn't even last a second against Mother. Guess I won't get to torture her anymore. Burrow, is something wrong? Did I say something I shouldn't have? Is that all? There's nothing noteworthy about that news lady spinel. It's such an obvious misinformation. It's not even creative enough to be interesting. Oh, but isn't Mash your girlfriend? How can it not be noteworthy that she's dead? It's simple. She just vanished, right? No body, no death. He gets it. Until there's a body in front of him, that person is still living. Besides, I might end up dying before her, but there's no way Mash would ever die before me. Never. That's just not how the god of romance rolls. She might end up taking a long and circuitous road to get here, but eventually Mash will make her way to me. After all, she and I are destined to be together. Oh, is that how it is, Beryl? Okay, and then, wow, so then that'll put us to the next section right there, the intro section. Which one is that one? But, okay, we're doing good progress there. What's this, notes? Oh, it's telling you how it all took place. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do this.
梅雨というと暗いイメージになりがちですが、そのふと興味を覚えたのですが、今までいくつ小さなことからコツコツ
We're
と
loaded.
ですね。一歩一歩
Sensei course off
優
that?
れたマスターには幸運がついて回ると言います。
Alright. Well, let's do a friendship point summon, and then we'll call it a stream here. Alright, let's go over here, and if we get something from we get Anger Manu from the friendship, we'll do one for Tiamat. Other than that, nah. Let's go here. Roll. Nothing. Alright. So that brings us to the end of this stream. I appreciate this was a very long stream, and I appreciate lurkers, watchers, VOD watchers. Thank you all for coming out to stream, and hopefully see you guys next time. Adios. Bye bye.